It's everywhere you want to be.
All right, what is up, my friends? Welcome to the Monday video here on CoolStuffInc.com. Duskmourn is here, and played a lot of 10 new brews, obviously, last week. It was a lot of fun. Look for those decks on YouTube. My article on Cool Stuff Inc. goes over all those deck lists. But now it's time to play some actual Duskmourn on the real release. And we're trying out an old favorite here in Domain, which got perhaps one of the most obvious power-ups in the entire set in Overlord of the Hauntwoods. The whole Overlord cycle was awesome for us in 10 new brews. With Overlord of the Hauntwoods being perhaps the best one. 5 mana for a 6/5. Impending green 1/4. So you pay that mana, you get it enters the battlefield as a non-creature, and then counts down to being a creature. And when it EDBs or attacks, you make an everywhere land. Well, for some reason, the everywhere land has all 5 land types. So that means instant domain and ramp. This is an unbelievable replacement for Topiary Stomper. Just ramps on turn like you want it anyway. Gives you instant domain, which is not a given in this deck without Triomes. And there's also a huge threat later, which is great. Also, great curve with Sunfall. You play this on turn 3, Sunfall on turn 4, have a creature waiting in the wings. And just really, really powerful. So that card's excellent and just a really, really obvious home for it. And we're going to see how it goes. So, nothing too crazy here, just domain with Overlord, so let's give it a spin. Brought to you by CoolStuffInc.com, where you can use promo code JIM5, 5% off your order on CoolStuffInc.com. Duskmourn orders, hear a little more about that right now.
CoolStuffInc.com is a proud sponsor of Jim Davis, and you can show your support while getting 5% off your entire order by using the promo code JIM5 at checkout. Need singles for constructed or kitchen table play? Looking to pick up sealed product or the latest in Magic accessories? We've got you covered. CoolStuffInc.com is the place for all your Magic the Gathering needs. And remember to use the code JIM5 at checkout for 5% off. CoolStuffInc.com, cool stuff in stock.
All right, we are on the draw, and hand is not great. We can obviously go Passage for a Forest, Migration on 2, and then get, I guess, Plains, I don't even know, but our white sources are tapped. There's Sunfall and a Binding. I don't know. It's not great, but I don't think maybe we should keep this, honestly. It's pretty unexciting. If you draw an Overlord, it's awkward. You only have 1 green. We can get another green, I guess, but let's see what happens. You're hoping not mono red, Raucous Theater. Surveillant. Sure. Hopefully the deck's a little slower. We should naturally draw planes. Sure. I guess we're still on for getting a forest and saying go. We might not cycle migration. We'll see what we draw. If we draw another land, I might just want to keep it, honestly. Blackleaf Cliffs Go is great for us, so no pressure. Plenty of time to get our game on. Let's get a forest. Let's draw another migration. Still play an archive here. Beanstalk's great. Not really in a rush, so we can Beans tap land next turn. We get built into a Sunfall. We got Binding. They got Brass's Tunnel Grinder. Discard any number, draw any number. People cooking here on day 1 of the format. They discard a Vaglavoth and a Trumpeting Carnosaur. So, of course, Sunfall is a very good answer to a Vaglavoth. And we're just going to Beans and play a land. Heaped Harvest, cool. Yeah, another Heaped Harvest. I'll dump that one. And, yeah, bring this thing back. Go nuts. So some sort of Rakdos Reanimator deck. They have an Overlord of the Boiler Bilges. The new Inferno Titan. Impending's pretty good. Not that big of a deal, I don't think. If we go Mountain and Harvest for a Swamp, we can have our Binding up, which is awesome. So let's do that. Go get a Swamp, complete our Domain. We'll say I like Domain so much more when, the deck has to actually work for it. In the old format with the Triomes, you just had Domain on turn 2 every game, practically. Whereas this deck, version of Domain, is playing a lot of the same payoff cards, but having to actually, work for it, go fetch the lands, and so on and so forth is really cool. So, this thing impends is on 3. We got the Tunnel Girder. We have Cruelty of Gex. This will ETB and return the Vaglavoth Terror Eater. And that's fine. I might actually just Binding the Overlord in response. And then we're going to cast Sunfall on the Vaglavoths. most likely. Let's see what they do. Let's see what their choice is. They want to look at my hand or not and play a longer game, or just return the thing. They're just going to return the thing, sure. So, targeting that, we're just going to binding the Overlord and draw a card. We draw a Get Lost. Say goodbye to you. And here comes the... So this thing has Flying Lifelink, Ward, sack 3 other non-land permanents. The card you control, we put into an graveyard, exile it, and they can cast it. But, of course, this is about to die, so we draw a card. We draw a Forest. That's gone. Definitely nice that our deck has a clean answer to that card. A lot of decks don't. Targeted removal, not so good against it. It's also just a 9/9 lifelink for some reason, so... Coiling Rebirth. They're going to give us a card and return 2 Trumpeting Carnosaurs. That's really, really cute. Okay. And they're going to cast Beta Reunion. And they will discard a something. Cute little interaction there. They discard a land. They draw 2. This time they cascade into a Harvester of Misery. We do have another Sunfall on tap, but I feel a little bit inclined to want to leave a Sunfalls for the Vaglavos. That means they don't have any right now, so... Oh yeah, Haste. Haste is a thing. Couldn't they have cast this? Put us down to like... I just want to kill this too, but... Alright, so now the Searing Rift is here. Where a permanent spell used by mana participants is cast Discover X. That's pretty good. We draw an Archangel of Wrath. We're just gonna Sunfall, you're right. Yeah, it's fine. Play land, play Sunfall. Leaving up a white for... White. White for Get Lost. Draw a card. Draw a temporary lockdown, sure. So they can't give their things, every spell they cast is going to be a Bloodbraid Elf, which is kind of annoying, but we have like life to gain in play and life to gain in our hand, and it's fine, I think. Alright, yeah, that's not fine. Alright, they're going to play Atali. They're going to cascade into a Coiling Rebirth. This is kind of a cool little deck here, honestly. The Cascading Reanimator deck. It's fun. Alright, it's just EDBs. Please don't hit Atraxa off the top of my deck. They hit my Binding and their Overlord. Oh, we're just dead. Oh, we're not. We can gain life, but... So they can cast Overlord and then binding my Binding on Overlord and threaten lethal. I will respond by gaining life, but then we are at the mercy of our draw step. Alright. This has been a surprisingly impressive game for them. I thought we were way ahead here. So, eat this. Let's go find a... whatever, plains. Up to 7. Here comes the Overlord. And we draw a Binding. So we can just, like, binding our Binding. Or is that necessary? I guess just binding. Binding a thing. Get Lost a thing. I mean, Tali has Trample. This can't be afforded the ability to attack. Alright, let's just start by casting Binding. I guess Binding, draw a card, see what happens. We draw a Overlord of our own. Overlords everywhere. Let's hit the Overlord. And we have 5, 6, 7, we have 8 mana. It's already 3 bindings accounted for, so trying to cast Atraxa to find a binding is not a great plan. We have to Get Lost this. This has Trample. We just fire in an... actually, I guess we can't really... If they flip this, we just... I don't die, actually. Once Indestructible, it's kind of hard to kill, though. This has been a pretty interesting game. I'm surprised we are this much in trouble, honestly. They have a Harvester and a Rebirth in their hand. What is the way out of this dilemma? 2, 4, 6, and 2. We could just, like, crank up an Angel and gain some life. That's probably what we're going to do, I guess. If they flip the Atali... We have ways to deal with it. Alright, sure. So just, like, Angel... Double Kicker... And shoot them, I guess. So, up to 7. Just say go. We will Get Lost to the Overlord, beginning combat step. I guess if I have our rule spell, we're dead, but I couldn't see a better way out than this, unfortunately. So here's a Carnosaur, double Discover, Cruel Claw. Their deck's pretty cool, honestly. Okay. And this Discovers again. This one has a Cruel Claw also. Opponent's playing around Sunfall pretty wisely. Double Cruel Claw and a Coiling Rebirth in hand. I mean, we're just reanimating the Overlord's pretty nasty. They should get 2 copies of it. This card's pretty sick with the Overlords, actually, too. Alright. Yeah, I mean, cool deck. Honestly, I'm impressed. That was super sweet. Alright, we're going to bring in... these lockdowns. I mean, Bolt Stroke and Negate seem pretty good against them. Jace, not good. These Get Losts or... I don't know. You can probably bring in these Frillbacks. Actually, have Angel. Angel doesn't seem like it was super effective against them. Let's try this. Alright, on the play. That's a pretty ugly hand. Give me a green source stand is great, but as is, can't keep it. Alright, mulligan. Into a much better hand. Let's keep this and dump the Angel, I think. Kind of wish we had some sort of like actual graveyard hate in our sideboard, you know? Might be a necessary thing. We can keep that. So we get to maze twice and then set up a harvest. Sure. Alright, maze it up. And find a Frillback. Let's keep that. I can exile graveyards, kill enchantments, both pretty good tools to have access to here. Rents to rest again? Jeez. Alright, that's a pretty good start. Sure. Alright, well, we'll say go. Not particularly thrilled here, obviously. Here's a Brass's Tunnel Girder again. Discarding. Just gonna dump the whole hand. Love it. Carnosaur and some big stuff. Okay, sure. So, I mean, exiling their graveyard here is, like, cute, but, like, they can't reanimate it before mana anyway, so just wait. Let's go. Beans. Draw a card. Sunfall. Probably just get second planes. We can wait, I guess. We don't need to decide that yet. This card's cool. Cruel Claw's Heist. They're going to gift a card. Alright, that's pretty annoying, but sure. They gift an Atraxa, sure. Frillback's our best card, unfortunately, so that's not ideal. They can't use the Frillback, though, because even though they can cast it for any color, they can't use the kicker. So... Double Verge, Bitter Reunion. They are pretty well rolled up for next turn, not gonna lie. Discarding a Girder, sure. I would say that we're in trouble, honestly. Alright, untap and draw. Herd Migration. Just gonna get second planes. Play second planes, say go. I mean, we have Sunfalls for days, but I'm not feeling super great here. Gonna fire up the old Vents. Obviously, Vents very good in this deck as a way to discard also. That's the third Descend for the Grinder too. I mean, any deck playing this card is awesome in my book. So let's get a Swamp. And alright. The problem is they can just like hard cast stuff too, you know, like they're in that hard cast range. We're just drawing land. Yeah, we're in trouble here. That was a pretty nasty draw, honestly. Mulligan into Double Duress. Ship Herd Migration. Just say go. What do you got, friend? Swamp turns on the Blazemire Verges. of a tank. Thinking of what way they want to destroy us here. Imagine most things are... We say perfect info, too. Like, I mean, they know everything. They see all. Gonna cast a double Cascading Carnosaur. Infamous Cruel Claw. Cascade again. Another Reunion. Yeah, I mean, Haste is really good too. Their deck's gas, honestly. Their deck's super sweet. And then the Cruel Claw's Haste to attack for... They attack for 10 here. Thanks until I find a Tali. And they will cast it for free by discarding a... Sure. Here's the rest. Duress and My Beans. Man, this is a shellacking. Their draw was very good this game, I guess. Like, game one was closer, but... Alright. I mean, just gonna cast Sunfall, I guess. Probably just die next turn to their haste, you know? It's pretty wild. Alright, I guess we'll leave up the creature to block with rather than play Beans, but I don't think we can win this game. Like, the haste adds a pretty unique element to his deck. They can kind of kill you in one shot. Overlord's really good here, too. I mean, just finish me off here, opponent. All right, I'm like the Mortal Kombat guys, like days before the fatality, you know. Any day now. Of course, CoolStuffInc.com, promo code Jim5, 5% off your order on CoolStuffInc.com. They're going to recur their Vaglavoth, and give it haste. Yeah, I just don't think we can win. Even if we draw... I think they have these vents too. Yeah, we're just dead. We'll draw our card, but I think we're pretty dead here. Untap and draw. Overlord's cool and all, but it ain't that good. Alright, yeah, GG. Really, really cool deck from our opponent there. Definitely really cool. Alright, opponent takes a mulligan. We're on the draw. Our hand's pretty awkward, but we have Lockdown, Sunfall. I'm going to begrudgingly keep this. Lockdown's a pretty big game. Allows you have time to kind of find our stuff, put it all together. So, not a great hand. Definitely not, but... Alright, so Lockdown looking pretty good here. So, here's a Siren. We draw a Get Lost. Imagine we're fetching up a white here. So, any untapped land gives us turn 3 Lockdown. I guess we could just Passage too, so... I mean, it's actually green. So... They do nothing interesting. So... Get a green. If we draw a Beans, play it, or a cycle for migration, play a Plains. Let's play the... Yeah, sure, that's actually better. Alright, so get a Forest. Draw another Lockdown. Sure. Play Passage, so they go. Honestly, Lockdown fairly well concealed here. Here's a Reinforcements. Great. So... Hopefully they don't have a Knight Errant of Eos. Just play some more stupid stuff. We can Binding. War Leader's Call. That is pretty good. Attack for 6 and future damage. Alright. Not bad. Get a Plains. You draw some lands here, obviously, but... Certainly have the tools to win this game if we can put them all together. Lock it down. We got 2 cards left. They have a Get Lost. That would be a big deal. We draw Cavern of Souls. I'm kind of feeling an end-step Get Lost, but I think that a Get Lost on their Warlord's Call in response would be pretty good, so just say go. No, nothing. Wow, okay. I'm surprised. A surprise, to be sure, but a welcome one. Alright, well, I guess they want to kill this Warlord's Call, honestly, so... I don't want to get the material, though. I'll just get this Binding. All right. What's in their hand? They didn't play a land either. What's going on here? His name Angel. I guess I think I'll just get this Archangel in play, realistically. Just like, our hands all removal spells, and just get our mini Baneslayer down. Have to do everything. What is going on here? What do they have in their hand? Maybe counter spells? They couldn't counter this. This is a weird one, folks. This is a pretty weird game. Could have like two... They could have countered this thing too if they had protected negotiators. They're gonna main phase of reinforcements. They have a, I guess they have a Knight Errant. So maybe they played the Call over the Knight Errant. That kind of makes sense. We could have stopped this theoretically by killing the reinforcements in response to the soldier, but that's fine. Here's Knight Errant. That'll find them. Watch. One single Novice Inspector. Sure. Could always do the old get lost into lockdown plan. I kind of like that. Say goodbye to you. You make some maps, and then the maps came back. Get rid of those. Get a little scry on. Another binding, sure. Gonna ride this Angel all the way. If I didn't have a threat in play, I would bottom this binding. But with the Angel going, I think we're pretty happy. Train troops. You got it. Alright, well. So the Imidane's next turn. That's just like fine, right? Just say go. 24-9. They Imidanes take a huge chunk. I might even binding the recruiter. They're going big here. Okay. This is a clue. This is a pretty big swing. We could binding the clue in response, denying them the tokens, and therefore 6 damage. They can draw a card response, which is kind of annoying, but I think that's just fine, honestly. I think we're pretty ahead here. Then we can just decide to Sunfall or not. Target this. They're gonna let it happen. Oh wow. Okay, interesting. Huh. Kind of a weird play, right? Why did they do this? And they could have a Protect the Negotiators as their last card. Want to leave mana up for a counterspell. 3, 6, 9, 10, 11. So the question is, are you playing Sunfall next turn? I think the answer is yes. So we're just going to let this happen. We'll just attack, gain some life. And if it is Protect the Negotiators, I think that's just fine. So let's attack. So play land, Sunfall, Negotiators is kind of what you pay for creatures they have in play. Oh, wasn't Negotiators. Alright, sure. I mean, yeah, this is great. What is the last card? It's a weird play, right? They just had the clue. They just screwed up. They're gonna train troops again. Alright. Here we are. Down the maze. We see a maze. Just gonna attack. We have binding. 16 life to work with. Like the best possible draw would be some multiple token maker, and then the Imidane, so 3, 6, 9, 12. Yeah, that was it. That was the best draw. But even then, like, we just have this binding still. They have to play like a chump blocker anyway. 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I mean, 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, that's only 13 anyway. So, let's hit this. And take 3, 6, take 10. Alright, I mean, we keep drawing lands, you know. I guess we're dead to an Imidanes, but they've already played, what, 3, 2? And we're better off attacking than blocking, I think, so... Alright, I guess don't kill me. Surveil. Beanstalk. We'd have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You'd have 1 mana left over. We don't have domain either. I'm just gonna ship this. Just gonna draw the next card. Alright, don't kill me, I guess. It'd be kind of sad. Alright, not dead. We We draw another land. Are you kidding me? This is unreal. We draw like 5 lands in a row, right? All right, well, now he can't attack those kills in the backswing, so this is absurd. All right, let's say go. We're dead to mostly anything here. Where are Overlords at, you know? There's a Warden. Okay. That's obviously a problem in like 2 turns, but not just yet. They also need to lead back blockers for this thing too, which is kind of nice. So the top of cards not good. Please just draw a spell. Atraxa Migration, Binding, Sunfall, Archangel. How about Lush Portico again? This is unreal. All right, they top their cards. We gotta be dead, right? It's Rain Angel. Ugh, my God. All right. Yeah, we are just dead. I mean, we're still on board, I guess. It doesn't even matter. That's really frustrating. All right. Yeah, I guess we're dead. If only they were Triomes, you know, we could have cycled them and just drawn the Angel. Yeah, that's a tough game. Took the game back and drew 10,000 lands. So we're going to bring in our Bezas and our Lockdowns and our Get Lost. Would say we don't want the Baloths. Cut a couple Beanstalks. Maybe all the Beanstalks, actually, kind of slow. They have Lockdown, too. And then these Get Losts, Archangel Harvests. I should have a Harvest, too. I'm just going to stay big. I should have Atraxa as well, actually. I should have Atraxa. On the play. You're killing me, Smalls. All right, Mulligan. Yeah, I mean, I guess. Ship an Angel. Our hand's pretty good. I mean, we should, you know, make some land drops. Cast our Beza. We got the Angel. Sure. Just going to keep any land there, basically. It's fine. They got a player on lockdown and stuff, too, so hopefully it slows them down a little bit. All right, there you go. Planes go. You have Migration. Trying to threaten lockdown a little bit. You know, we don't have it. Negative board and counter spells, which is obviously pretty good. I would say losing game 1's not ideal. They have stones here. They have stones. Kind of like kill the Siren in response and been like, that's like pretty sketchy though. All right, yeah, that's pretty good. Turn 2 Demolition Convoke is the stones. It's a Pioneer power level draw in a standard game. All right, so we're going to get a swamp. No, an island. No, swamp. All right, let me draw a Leyline Binding. I can cast that. I think Binding on the night is pretty good. I'm just Beza next turn. All right. I mean, their draw's insane, but if we miss the Imidane here. If they got Imidane this turn, like, I guess he got me, whatever, you know, but Bez is a pretty good pickup. And the extra cards they drew might even get to draw a card from it. Alright. Cast the Binding. Be pretty insane to counter this, I think. Like, let's hit this. Alright, down to 19. This is 19-19. Kind of amusing, actually, with our Beza. And they today just say go. So, almost assuredly have a counterspell in their hand. Probably protect the Negotiators. I might just run out an Angel here. Just hard cast it. Needs to be answered. Just make them use their counterspell on it. Set up for Beza next turn. Sure. So make a token. If their hand just like 2 more counterspells, we probably can't win, but that's them's the breaks, you know. Pressure plus counterspells is good against us. There's Siren. And they're mapping. Alright, so top card's Imidanes, not ideal. Yeah, they have second counter, so we're just dead. But what are you gonna do? Now we're like actually dead on board, but you got it, you got it. What am I gonna do? Here's Beza. They have more cards in hand than me, too. All right. Life, tokens, and a card. Might still die, honestly, with this recruiter. They would have killed us. All right. That's bad. Let's go get an island and map. Block 2 to 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We're very close to dead, but here's a, oh my god. That might just do it, actually. Man, a really good draw this game. All right, so just pick one of your 2/1s. Thank you. So if you block, it's 5 in the air, so effectively at 12. And we're taking all of these. So 12, 14, 16. We're at 12. 10, 8, 6. It's actually just Sunfall or bust, I think. So take 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, sure. I don't think Angel's enough, so Sunfall, lockdown, or bust. That's a herd migration. So if I were to play Angel double kicked, I can't even double kick because I don't have red. I got the blue thinking about Atraxa. Maybe I should have gotten a mountain. But even then, I don't think this matters. So Angel single kick, kill flyer, block this. That is 6 damage. I gain. I might still be alive actually. Might need to hit a map or explore also, but hit this. I think we're dead. I think we're dead, but top card's temporary lockdown. Okay. If they have actual nothing, if they just draw blank, attack with everything, I block here. Take 6, 7. Nah. Yes, I gained 4. Maybe. They map. Top card is an Rask's Forge. I mean, that card's good, but they're just gonna Leroy. All right, so they pump. Winning that Explore flip was a big deal. Block here. So we gain life, lose life. We kill their only thing. That's, yeah, I think we just win. Honestly, I don't think Forge is good enough. And we just lock down and leave it migration plus get lost. Goodbye. And say go. 7 life with 3 more in the bank and a removal spell. Get lost can't kill the Forge, but whatever. Yeah. And then do I hold migration? Or just like, if I cast the migration, it's pretty good. Just hold it. There's a Warden. And I'm just gonna untap. Cool. I think our Baneslayer goes coast to coast here. What a crazy game. I thought we were stone dead this game. The draw was really good. Alright, well, there you go. Only 4 beasties, but I think that's good enough. Sick. That was pretty cool. It'd be hard to top that game, honestly. But our hand's pretty good. It's honestly a little slow on the draw. This is where you really see the loss of the triomes, where sometimes with you would just have turn 2 binding. You would just go like Bant land on 1, Jund land on 2, cast binding, which is insanely good on the draw. This I can't do that, obviously. But, alright. They mulligan. And you got a maze. Gonna bin that Atraxa. That's pretty far down the road. We got another one anyway, so we got our first Overlord, which is cool. And we'll see here. Attack for 1 and say go. We draw herd migration. That's pretty good actually. So they have no end step creature. Oh, it's so good for us. Rask's Forge. Okay. I mean, Forge is good. We have binding for days though. That's fine. Just gonna migrate here and get probably second planes. We have the Overlord, honestly, to make it everywhere land, so that's all types. Anyway, take a small hit. Overlord makes binding cost more, too. Cost less, I mean, obviously. We could harvest into Overlord and just cast it, which honestly is pretty good. I kind of don't hate that. And just have the huge body in play. Otherwise, I'll Overlord this turn. I guess if I Overlord this turn, I can harvest and binding next turn. That's pretty good too, though. Yeah, that's fine. Let's do that. Let's go Impending the Overlord. Get an everywhere land. So now we have a binding. It's all land types, which is just... I don't know why I needed to have all land types. You know, could have just add for any color. But domain's still a thing, so here we are. Then next turn we can harvest binding, and then turn after we can go... Actually, you can go harvest double binding. Oh my god. This is gross. Then we have Atraxa a turn after. Yeah. This is what we signed up for, folks. Here's Spyglass Siren. Canal. Alright. I mean, in for a chip. I can tap their Warden, which is kind of cute, but we just have double binding, so I think we're good to go here. They only have 2 cards left. I was thinking of a counterspell or 2, but no Cavern of Souls just yet, but honestly just our removal spells, and of course this will just turn into a creature in a few turns too, so they explore. They actually don't leave up counterspell mana, which is interesting. We draw a Lush Portico, so do we not need to leave up double binding? Maybe we don't. Let's harvest for Swamp, I guess. And then just single binding for the Urbrask Forge. Let's play it safe. Just play this. Plains. So play Plains, say go. This is a creature in 2 turns. Kind of like the opposite of Suspend, where it won't be able to attack on our turn. It turns into a creature on their turn. So we can block. I didn't set a stop. I'm an idiot. That's really annoying. Alright, well, obviously you set a stop in the main phase. I just didn't. I'm a little surprised that Arena just doesn't have a stop set there automatically. Like if you have a Legion War Boss in play, has a beginning combat trigger, it used to give you a stop before the main phase, but whatever, I guess. So I stopped from getting a counter, so now it's only a 2-1. And then don't want to binding again. It's only 4 damage. I guess not. Alright. That sucks. That's 2 free damage, unfortunately, but is what it is. It's everywhere you want to be. Here's a frontliner. Alright. They definitely have a counterspell, 100%. They're at Demolition, they're a frontliner. Honestly, we're just not binding this response. I think it's just too juicy of a target. It stops the Warden, it stops the Beaters, stops the Unearth. Just buys us a lot of time, which is what we need right now to get our guy online and get our Atraxa going. Alright, so that goes away. And we untap, and we draw a Lush Portico. So, we're definitely not casting a Atraxa here. We're just going to stack the Harvest to get a land and play a Survival land. Let's get our Plains. Gain some life. Play Portico. So we have 1 undefended turn here. Why is it always more Porticos? 1 undefended turn here at 16 life. And then the next turn we get to go... Oh, David Borges. Like I said, I actually didn't have a counterspell. Even if I draw an Imminates here, like... The best draw is probably a counterspell for Atraxa. I mean, we still have a 6-5 next turn. And this is a big sign of weakness, I think. They want us to cry rather than attack for more damage, so... We draw Sunfall. That's interesting. I'm going to cast this now because it's going to be a creature next turn. So we have... If they have Protect the Negotiators, I can't stop it. So whatever, sure. Here's Sunfall. Anyway, here's Wonderwall. And fire up the Portico. Bottom of land. And say go. And our Overlord is online. I have a 4-4. Yes, game's over. Weather of a Storm here for sure. Wasn't really a terrible storm, actually. It's a pretty good game for us, honestly. Clean draw on our part and pretty bad draw on their part, and we'll take it. All right, on the draw, and got a hand of the week here. Look for that one on Twitter at some point in the future. We're going to mulligan into It's workable. We like to draw an untapped land, but let's see what happens. Spyglass Siren, this is going to be tough. So, an aggressive Dimir deck with counterspells most likely. Maze and Dude. It's an untapped land. It's a really awkward one, but I need to keep it. So we can Migration for Plains, and then cast Harvest, Passage, etc. Alright, no good 2-drop is pretty good for us here, honestly. So they find Darkstalk Shores, it's fine. Less pressure too. We actually might want to not get Tidebindered here. I'm just going to do this. Just get a Plains, there you go. And Harvest. Tidebinder is just good against every card in our deck, I guess, but... We've got, what, 3 Cavern of Souls? Not that 4th Cavern of Souls back in. Here's Preacher of a Schism, which is good, but slow, which is nice for us, so... Alright, let's just Plains Harvest. Get a Plains. We have the Passage for Swamp, so... Get another Plains. So you have Lockdown and Angels ready to go. Angel's not going to be very reliable, obviously, because they have plenty of Doomblades in their deck, most likely. And they say go. We draw an Angel. So... Could just, like, fetch Swamp, cast Angel, try and draw out a counterspell. And if it resolves, it's pretty good, too. Sure, let's do that. So let's correct this. Tiebinder? Nope. Alright, so we're going to get a Swamp. We have white. We want black for Atraxa. I mean, black for the Angel also, so... Can I kick it? Yes, I can. Alright, hit this thing. Oh, wow. They turned down a Stone Rain? Opponent's a psycho. They could have Stone Rain my Fabled Passage. I could never have. I could never. Alright, well, let's draw an untap land here. We can fire up a double kick to Angel. It's pretty good. We draw... I need a red land. That's pretty unlikely, so... I'll take Cavern of Souls. It'd be great. We draw Up the Beanstalk. Alright, so... Lockdown only kills 2 things. I guess we're just playing the Angel. And killing Tidebinder. Problem is they probably have a removal spell in their hand. And our really, really clunky, awkward hand has been not too kind to us. And the Lilianas start taking away too. Maybe it's right just to say, if they have a go for the throat, so be it. And just kill the Liliana. Alright, let's scry. The top card is another Atraxa. I don't have mana for that, so I guess that's gone. Alright, yeah, I mean... Probably gonna die here, but... Play Angel, shoot Liliana. Just hope for no go for the throat.
Oh, that's my cue to leave.
I guess second Liliana would also be really good. I mean, Lockdown eats... Not enough. Tough matchup, you know. Pressure plus counter spells. I just want all 4 Cavern of Souls. Cavern of Souls is just so good in this deck. It's awkward, for sure, but that seems really good. It just took them a while to figure out their modes. All right, we'll just draw a Sunfall, I guess. All right, 1 Sunfall, please. They have a Reef. They do have a Reef, too. Wow, they should have everything. Oh, my God, they have everything. I wasted my top deck. They have the Reef, too, and they were exactly at 4. All right, well, that game went about as bad as possible, unfortunately. They had all the answers all the right times, and they have the Reef. We're exactly at 4. Which you're a Sunfall, too. I wasted a top deck. That sucks. Don't want to waste your top decks, you know. It's just bad magic. So, all right, so we're going to bring in... these Lockdowns aren't very good. These Bezas are quite good. Get Lost. Get Lost is not great against them. I really hate giving them resources. Bring in the Baloths. They're not great because like they have Duresses too and Bats, but Shave a Harvest. Might shave a Sunfall too, honestly. It's just like very awkward against their counter spells and stuff, and they're playing around it anyway. Yeah, let's do this. Alright, on the play. Oh my god, you're killing me. What are we doing here? Oh, we do have Cavern of Souls, which is cool, but actual nothing else. It's really annoying. I mean, Mulliganing's bad against Duress and Deep Cavern Bats. I'm just gonna keep. We can cast our spells. Stands better against Liliana too. Maybe this is wrong. I don't know. Yeah, I'm just crazy. But let's poke these eyes out. Feel better about ourselves. I like Spore. It's cool. A lot of things to press, you know. Your opponent's tanking forever. All right, so we're gonna go Passage, go get a Plains. Okay, they're gonna Surveil. Keep it on top. Must be nice. All right, so get a Plains. Let me draw a Mace. And bit of far. Okay. All right. Now let's take it easy. All right. This is not. Wasn't part of the plan. Oh my god. All right. Another Mace. Been another land. Obstinate Baloth. Oh man. All right. Sure. We're gonna keep it on top. Keep most spells here, I think. So here's Fairy Mastermind. They go for Liliana. We won't discard the Baloth the first time, which is kind of cool. Attack for 2. Creature of a Schism. Alright, so we're gonna cast Baloth here. This is totally fine. Rip the Baloth, make him deal with it, gain some life. This trades with Preacher, which is great. Obviously, we want to discard this to Liliana, but I mean, we've drawn 1 spell this game, so we're blocking. Sign me up. And then we can uncounterable Angel kill the Mastermind. There's a Reef. Here's a Beza. Interesting. We're just gonna Cavern of Souls, I think. Just cast the Angel. I don't want to put Cavern on Elk or whatever. And like this is just pretty good. Just kill Mastermind. Put a good creature in play. Hit this. They have a Tidebinder. Still 3/4. Sure. Still a 3/4 in play. Could get lifelink later potentially. Obviously lost all abilities now, but yeah, I'd imagine like Dimir with like a bunch of Tidebinders in the main deck is a pretty heavy favorite against us. Siren. Map. And they hit a land, so no pump. I think that was a good one to win for us. They can sack his token to Fountain Port. Must be nice. We draw a Lush Portico. We're just gonna jam this Beza. They counter it, so be it. Sure. You know, gotta counter something, you know. So here's Portico, another Beza. I would say that's better than a random card. Let's keep that. And no attack. So go. Oh my god. Enduring Curiosity. Remember, creature skills come at every single player, draw a card. Oh, that's the game. Alright, well. We can't even draw Sunfall. Yeah, we're dead. Yeah, it's rough. I mean, their draw was, it was pretty good. Our draw was really bad, but play Beza. Can't even draw a card. Sucks they drew 2 cards and I can't even draw. I guess they would draw also, but alright, here's the Beza. And get some tokens and attack. Alright. I mean, probably can't beat this card. They draw 2 more cards this turn, the game basically ends, so okay. This card's something. Why is it a 4-3, you know? All right, now they have 6 cards in hand. Let me draw. All right. I mean, definitely could draw a little better of this game, not going to lie. And you just block with these and trade and just lives. I think it's Atraxa or bust, folks. All right, let's just say go. Yeah. Not a lot of ways out here, you know? About to draw 4 more cards. I don't know if this Dimir deck needed another Gix, you know? Surprised he's better than Gix. Okay. I guess we'll just kill one of these. Oops. I mean, I don't think we can win either way, but they should have like 9 cards in the end of this turn. Alright, so, yeah. This card being uncapped is pretty unreal. Even if we draw Atraxa, like, I just don't think it even matters. Lights out. Game's over. Everyone go home. Right. Yeah, well, don't think you're good enough. Alright, yeah, we just got shellacked. I don't have to tell you. Looks like a tough matchup. Doesn't have reach. Imagine a green rare without reach. It's pretty crazy. Alright, that's enough. That's enough here. Alright, that's good. Alright, so not the best set, honestly. We didn't really draw Overlord very often. We had a lot of really awkward draws, too, which obviously I think is somewhat prone to. But Overlord was great when we drew it. We didn't really draw that often, honestly. And of course, if aggressive decks with counterspells are going to be the name of the game in Standard, it's going to be a rough time for Domain. But Domain's very good at beating up on mid-range decks, against aggro decks, and can be against control decks also. So, still a major player, I think. Overlord definitely really, really good, and we'll try a little more in the future as well. So, let me know what you think. Is Domain a big deal in this format? I don't know. Answer me, I guess, in the comments or whatever. Let me know what you think, all right? So, I'm Davis at CoolStuffInc.com. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.